Love can be sweet, but in these anime it's a full-blown disaster. From explosive arguments to hilarious misunderstandings, these couples bring drama wherever they go. Here are the top 7 romance anime where chaos is just part of the relationship. Number 7. Golden Time. Banri Tada starts his college life with memory loss and zero clue that he's about to star in one of anime's most chaotic romantic trainwrecks. Golden Time thrives on drama, love triangles, and emotional whiplash that'll make you question everyone's decision-making. Banri falls for the intense and slightly unhinged Kuko Kaga, who's obsessed with her ex-crush but somehow pivots that energy into a full-blown relationship with Banri. Meanwhile, his forgotten past literally shows up to haunt him, throwing his current romance into chaos. It's like The Bachelor but with amnesia and philosophical crises. The anime has just one season with 24 episodes, which is all it needs to unravel hearts and sanity. It dives deep into college romance, not high school fluff, and explores identity, loyalty, and the pure messiness of love when no one knows what they're doing. If you like emotional roller coasters and couples who break up more than your phone during finals week, Golden Time is waiting, with a dramatic soundtrack and plenty of "wait, what just happened" moments. Number 6. Domestic Girlfriend. Natsuo Fujii thought his biggest problem was crushing on his teacher. That is, until he loses his virginity to a mysterious girl at a mixer and later discovers she's his new stepsister. Welcome to Domestic Girlfriend, the anime equivalent of yelling plot twist every 5 minutes. With 12 gloriously dramatic episodes in its only season, this series tosses any sense of chill out the window and goes full soap opera. Natsuo ends up living with not one but 2 sisters. One he's in love with, the other he already hooked up with. The love triangle spirals into a hot mess of secrets, longing stares, hallway breakdowns, and more awkward dinner scenes than you'll believe. The theme, emotional chaos masked as romance, with just enough questionable choices to keep you watching through squinted eyes. It asks, what if your love life was one bad decision away from imploding every day? The answer is Domestic Girlfriend, a beautifully animated hurricane of regret, temptation, and high school hormones. Number 5. Fruits Basket. Toru Honda is probably the nicest girl to ever accidentally live in a tent. In Fruits Basket, she stumbles into the mysterious Soma family, who seem charming at first, until they start turning into animals when hugged. Yes, it's as chaotic as it sounds. Across 3 seasons and 63 episodes, this series serves up emotional trauma, cursed transformations, and some of the most complicated love triangles in anime. The main theme: healing from the past while navigating the total insanity of falling in love with a guy who might turn into a rat mid-conversation. Toru's sweet, unconditional love meets the Soma's emotional baggage like a Hallmark movie met Inception. Whether it's Kaio's hot-headed denial or Yuki's emotional repression, every romantic moment feels like a therapy session disguised as a hug. It's not just about who ends up with whom, it's about whether anyone can survive their own feelings. Fruits Basket is chaos-coated in charm, proof that sometimes love means accepting someone, even if they occasionally turn into a literal cow. Number 4. High School DxD. Issei Hayao just wanted a normal high school life filled with girls and zero effort, and instead he gets killed by one. That's how High School DxD kicks off. With a date that turns into murder, followed by a resurrection from a red-haired demon girl who makes him her servant. Romantic chaos, off the charts. Across 4 seasons and 49 episodes, this show turns a simple boy-meets-girl story into a non-stop parade of supernatural battles, accidental boob grabs, and relationship drama that involves angels, devils, and enough fanservice to short-circuit your Wi-Fi. The main theme revolves around loyalty and desire, with Issei torn between his harem and an actual plotline that tries to make sense of all the madness. While romance does bloom somehow amid the chaos, it's usually sidelined by screaming power-ups and jealousy-induced explosions. If you're into love stories where the girls are literal demons and the biggest relationship test is surviving the next apocalypse, High School DxD delivers. With no shame, lots of energy, and way too many winged bras. Number 3. Girlfriend. Naoya Mukai thinks monogamy is optional, and so begins Girlfriend, where the main character asks his crush out, gets a yes, then immediately asks another girl to be his second girlfriend and gets a second yes. From there, it's a slippery slope into one of anime's most unapologetically ridiculous polyromantic disasters. The theme, romantic chaos with a capital, what are you doing? All wrapped in high-energy comedy and full-blown emotional confusion. With just 12 episodes in its first season, and a second season that doubles down on the drama, it somehow makes time for multiple love confessions, jealousy galore, and Naoya sprinting through hallways like he's late for a logic class he clearly never took. Every girl is somehow okay with this love circus, except when they're absolutely not, and that tension fuels the hilarity. If you've ever thought, what if dating two people at once wasn't the worst idea ever? This anime answers loud and clear. It is, but it's also wildly entertaining and hilariously chaotic from start to finish. Number 2, Blue Spring Ride. Futaba Yoshioka is trying to reinvent herself. Less girly, more invisible, because middle school taught her that being cute equals being hated. Enter Blue Spring Ride, where she reunites with her first love, Ku, who's now colder, taller, and apparently carrying a truckload of emotional baggage. The main theme. Rediscovering love while navigating teenage insecurity, identity shifts, and the overwhelming chaos of feelings no one wants to admit. With just 12 episodes and a bonus OVA, this anime packs a surprising emotional punch. Futaba and Ku's slow burn romance constantly teeters between sweet moments and awkward misunderstandings, like a heartfelt tug-of-war where both sides are too scared to pull. Add in rival crushes, emotional distance, and inner monologues filled with self-doubt, and you've got a romantic mess that feels way too real. Blue Spring Ride isn't about grand gestures. It's about quiet chaos, emotional stumbles, and learning that sometimes love doesn't fix everything, but it can at least make the pain a little less lonely. Number 1, 3D Kanojo. Hikari Tsutsui is a full-blown otaku who prefers 2D girls over anything with a pulse, until he ends up dating Iroha, the school's gorgeous troublemaker who seems completely out of his league. 3D Kanojo, Real Girl takes that classic opposites attract trope and turns it into a romantic roller coaster powered by social awkwardness and emotional landmines. Across 2 seasons and 24 episodes, this anime dives into the chaos of a guy trying to function in a real-life relationship while still clinging to his virtual comfort zone. The theme here. Stepping out of fantasy and into reality, no matter how messy or uncomfortable it gets. Iroha is blunt, moody, and hiding her own secrets, while Hikari is basically allergic to human interaction. Together, they somehow make love look both painful and kind of miraculous. Every episode is a tug-of-war between insecurity, growth, and surprising sweetness, with enough emotional confusion to make your heart cringe and cheer at the same time. 3D Kanojo is chaos with heart, and some serious glow-up energy. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.